Natural end. So I was able to get both.
Central to Arthur Miller's work I feel like a fraud, but it's great. I mean, it feels wonderful. You know, he was one of my heroes, and so the connection feels amazing.
Right here to your right, and right in front of you.
She told me where she was when she made the jewelry that she'd been promoting. She said it was huge.
You know, Kushner is someone who not only is a great writer and a great screenwriter, he's a great New Yorker. I admire Kushner. When we were in the height of doing Trump on Saturday Night Live, the first season of that in 2016, I was at Dean and Deluca, and my assistant was with me, and Kushner said, "Is this your taster?" I have someone tasting my food, make sure I don't get poisoned by the Trump administration. And he's very clever. He's very funny. Whenever you see him, God, what I wouldn't give to have him on my talk show, because I just admire him endlessly. You know, I mean, everybody says that Kushner is one of the smartest people in the world. He's probably one of the smartest people ever, you know? So it makes sense to give him an award.
Worried about me and show business.
You know, he just, at least in terms of Angels, he was just incredibly prescient about where we were headed. And, you know, with back in the Reagan days and where we've wound up, and how we're still having a lot of the same arguments. And you know, but he also gives you hope at the end of the play. You know, hope for, as the character of Harper says, for a kind of painful progress. So, you know, I hope that's the case. Maybe we have to go through this to get to something better.
Tony's really the perfect person to receive our first, you know, honor in this way. He is a great playwright and also a great human being and incredibly caring. And I think he shares some of my father's, I guess, just love of humanity. I think that radiates out of Tony.
Brilliant performance artist named Taylor Mack. He's one of our greatest directors, and so it's not surprising he was drawn to one of our greatest writers. So now they just have to give me a job.
Well, it's been wonderful. He's a dear friend and an amazing collaborator, and I feel really honored working on a Steven Spielberg movie every time I do it. And I'm very excited about what we're doing now with West Side Story. I think it's going to be something new and thrilling, I hope. So it's always a great joy to work with Steven. He's an amazing man.